Welcome back, Godly Finances in Small Bites. Last time we got together, we talked about the importance of starting a budget and the idea of tracking all of your expenses in the previous month. Now, this week, what we want to do is take maybe a little bit different approach, and we want to talk about the future, and more specifically about using credit cards and the wisdom about using or not using a credit card. You know, credit has become more than commonplace in our world today, and in fact, it's a very American and kind of first world lifestyle to carry a balance on your credit card. And in fact, you might even be tempted to think, hey, you know, what's the big deal? Is it really that big a problem if I'm able to manage the balance that I'm carrying? And I think that might be the wrong question. More on that in a little bit. Here's the reality. When you use a credit card, what you're doing is taking a loan. That might sound strange, but that last visit to the mall, dinner last night at your favorite restaurant, if you swipe the plastic, what you did is you took out a loan. And that is wild to think, but many of us don't really think about it that way. We just kind of use it and we don't really think about the consequence that we have actually taken out a loan on the purchase that we just made. Now, I think part of the motivation for some of us is that we really want the thing that we want right now and we don't want to wait. I mean, I'm guilty of that myself. And this translates to us not being willing to wait on God's timing. And in fact, the things that we want them so bad that we're willing to run into debt. And I want to pause there for a second, and I want to read from Proverbs in chapter 6, and I'm going to read from the first 5 verses, and I'm going to take bits and pieces to illustrate a point here, and I'm going to begin in 1b. My son, if you've shaken hands in pledge for a stranger, if you've been trapped by what you said and snared by the words of your mouth, so do this to free yourself. Go to the point of exhaustion and give your neighbor no rest. Allow no sleep to enter your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. And what this teaches me is that instead of running towards debt because we want the things that we want so bad, what we should be doing is hustling, running away from debt, because it's what the Bible prescribes. Now, you might just be asking yourself, well, how in the world did I get myself into this place where I'm carrying a balance? And actually, the short answer is it's living at or above your means. And it might be worthwhile, if this is your position, maybe to just kind of hit the pause button. You could even go back and revisit the breathing room videos. Those are really great, and they offer some wisdom on how you can allow a little bit of room into your life to separate yourself from the way that you've been living. Maybe it's a good idea you go back and watch those. You may have heard the phrase, the house always wins. And when it comes to credit cards, unfortunately for most of us, that's true. The house pretty much always wins. You know what banks are really good at? They're good at making money. You may be tempted to think, well, wait a minute, but I'm smarter than the bank. I'm smarter than the average bear consumer. Look, they're not throwing all these credit card offers through your window and stuffing your mailbox full of free credit cards because they believe that you're smarter than the average bear. In fact, what they're betting on is they're betting on you taking that credit card, maybe a few credit cards, and spending more than what you're able to manage and winding up in a place where you're carrying a balance. And maybe it's a good time to come back to that question. If you're in a place right now where you're carrying a balance on your credit card, I would submit to you that that's just the wrong question. That right there alone is a good indication that you're asking the wrong question about whether you can manage it. Maybe the better question to ask, I think the better question is, how do I get myself out from under this burden? Now, before we go on, I want to address maybe a couple more things before we kind of land the plane here. And first, there's a fallacy out there about leveraging debt. And in the same book of Proverbs, the Bible, if we take it at its word, equates debt to slavery. Now that is a sobering thought. And I just got to ask myself, do I want to leverage myself into slavery? Certainly not. I just can't imagine making that choice in my mind. The other possibility, and I want to leave room for this, is maybe you approach credit cards with a totally different perspective. Maybe the way that you think about a credit card is, well, hey, it's just for emergencies. It's just kind of my security blanket. And I can understand this, but in reality, what this is it's just a different flavor of the same problem. When it's all said and done, it's still a loan. You're still taking out a loan. You know, if in my right hand for an emergency, I've got $1,000 cash that I can offer you, or in my left hand, I've got a credit card with a credit limit of $1,000 on it, which one of these would you rather have? I just can't imagine any of us saying, hey, give me the credit card. Cash is king in this scenario, and it always has, and I think that it really always will be. There's wisdom in having an emergency fund. And so just a little tip to the future, this, even if you do realize, hey, credit card's not a good idea. Maybe we've made an impression on you and, you want to look to the future. This is going to be our next video. It's the kickstart for how to separate yourself from this world of credit card spending. And so we're looking forward to walking you through that. And there's a lot more material headed your way. And so we hope that you'll stay tuned, and we'll be back and we'll see you in the next one.